waiting for the... Alright. Yeah. Perfect. Hello, everyone. Hello. Cesar here with League of Legends Ruined King. Or Ruined King League of Legends Story, whichever way you prefer to say it. We are currently in Thresh's lair, and... I think it's called Thresh's lair. Where the fuck am I? Hang on, my controller turned off. Okay, there we go. Shadow Isle's Relic Halls. It's Thresh's fortress. There we go. Anyway, we went down here and we explored all the way over there. Now we gotta go over here and explore. Then we go down here to the Library of Agony. This is like a great place to be. So, little explanation. Thursday was Tiamat's birthday, or Windrick's birthday. So I opted to not stream and spend a little time with her, which is not the greatest decision, to be honest. She's a piece of shit. Yeah. So, I spent a little time with her. We went to go see Clerks 3 in the evening, you know, for her birthday. I took her out for dinner, all that fun stuff. The sweet scent of the living. Someone has escaped their cage. Anyway, so I just didn't stream. So sorry about that if you guys were looking forward to it. An impish creature perches over a tome and eyes you suspiciously. Brazen of you to walk about, but you wouldn't be the first fool to defy the will of Thresh, it says. The imp inhales, devouring your smell. It's been years since I've last had a visitor. Why don't we play a game? I will give you a tome from my collection, and all you have to do is answer a few questions correctly. What happens if I fail? Oh, I'll take something from you, but it won't be anything that you'll miss. A little of your essence. Don't worry. You're alive. You'll recover. Very well, it says. The imp only smiles at you. The vault's contents are a hierarchical mess. As wardens, we must be able to locate and describe any object in our care. I cannot in good faith say that that's currently the standard. I've begun drafting sample documentation for one of the vault's older artifacts. It is a nameless tome, large and dusty. Prior documentation suggests it is evil and whispers your own darkest thoughts. Anyone can see that this sort of vague descriptor is without value and far beneath the quality and power of all warden must set for themselves. What is a darkest thought? And is the book whispering really? It has no lips. The tome this dangerous, precision is crucial. I have to take it upon myself to study the book's effects properly. I am of sound mind and already find it quite simple to ignore the book's effects. I will use this to establish a baseline effect category, radius, and intensity with which to make categorize all such objects. Oh, he got corrupted by the book. This is... That was unfortunate. Oh. Warden cap. Oh, I got a stuffed York. I don't know what that is, but I got it. It's an all-around upgrade. You lose some haste, but you gain some evade, attack power. Let's see if one of our other two here will benefit from that. Loses a little bit of attack power, but gets some HP and some evade. I think this is who it's going to. Or maybe you. You got a level 10 one. Honestly, I think this is what we should do. That way it is. That was close. Alright, let's play this game. Ever moving I am, in uncertain and unpredictable ways. To contain me is to lose my power, for only Unbridled am I cruel. Sailors love me, so much so that for some I am their bed forever. What am I? The ocean. Correct! Everything passes through me. I can make you stronger, but eventually weaker. Sometimes I am grains of sand. What am I? Time. Correct! Very good, and lastly answer me this. I am something you cannot run from. I never tire, nor do I rest. Though you may never see me, we're both heading toward each other. All the time. What am I? Well, you can't run from the sun. It never tires. It doesn't rest. Be fate. Correct. There we go. We did it, team. We did it. Ah, a deal's a deal, it says. I believe I owe you something. Not like I'll miss the tome for long. I'll simply retrieve it from your corpse later. Sam says. Got a prayer book. Yeah, book. Okay. Well, that ended up being... What? There's treasure there? Okay, hang on. We gotta go back through there then. How did I not see that treasure chest? Where the fuck was it? How the fuck did we miss that? Ow. How the fuck did that happen? This is the treasure right here, but where? Oh, you know what? I'm probably walking into it, but I can't actually see it because I need Ari. That's my guess on that. Pretty sure I need Ari for that. Sight unseen. Also, I need to fight real quick so that I can, another prisoner absconded. I can tell by your scent that your unliving curse is yet to stain your being. At least for now. This boss fight? Curious that you possess that amulet. You managed to imbue it so well thus far, but your luck has run out. Only I can grant access to the upper levels, and I will not aid any prisoner of Thresh. The device in the center of the room spins with irregular periods that are almost hypnotic. An odd, ominous voice speaks. Welcome, unwelcome guests. State your affair. Who are you? You may call me Amon. No need to introduce yourselves, I already know all about you. The goings-ons of lower levels always reach me. If you won't help us, why don't you attack or stop us? Thresh did not fancy me slaughtering his toys prematurely, so I agreed to stop. You are mortal, you will perish soon enough. Besides, I have seen the threads ahead of you. For you, death is in your wake, and it delights me. Be trapped into it. Trapped is such a narrow view of looking at it. This is merely where I currently reside. Are you trapped in the material plane then? I am here now, and later I will not be. I can leave, but it entertains me to stay. That all could change in what's a term you use, in a heartbeat. You serve Thresh? Again, with a narrow view. Does the air serve your lungs? Do you serve the trees that breathe it back? No, they exist in the same space. They are bound by laws agnostic to their desires. The simple models in your mind that you project onto every being you meet, needing everything to fit, are tiresome. You control the gate. No, I do not control that gate. I control who enters and leaves through that gate. What's in the upper levels? Doesn't matter, you'll never see it. It would be like describing to a fly what happens in a book. There's no point. Rude. You like describing to Tiamat what happens in a book. She'll never see it. A new job, 3 of 5. Had another lethal encounter with a vault object. Why do these happen so often? Forger and Petron confused the biting book with the eating book. Their passing is tragic, but this really shows the value of precise documentation and proper categorization, doesn't it? I've requested that Warden Yolanda, who was there at the time, please take some time off from grieving to document what she saw. Some time off from grieving. These objects defy reason and often exhibit their most dangerous traits only through observation. We can mitigate the need for test subjects by thoroughly documenting our observations and keeping those records in a central, well-categorized location, and not losing those records. I must rest. These failings are driving me to frustrated distraction. Fun fact about walls: if you went to my mom's place and licked the wall, you'd die of nicotine poisoning. Too true. Fun fact about walls. Yeah, man. Please, no more. Let me rest. Give me rest. We do not serve Thresh. You're not with him. Yes, I see that now. You know anything about the entity outside your room? The gatekeeper Amon, ornery fellow. But a demon's power comes from its name, or rather, ignorance of its name. If you know the true name of a demon, you can control it. You can gain control of it, and can command it. But he has kept it from us. I doubt even Thresh knows his name. There may be a way, however. I communed with my signifier mentor, who had passed to the spirit realm before the reanimation. He may have access to such knowledge. I've lost the words of communion over the years, so a prayer book is one. A monk must breathe a special incense for their words to carry over to the spirit realm. And lastly, a heavenly bell to end the prayer must be rung. Oh, well, I actually have all of those already, I think. Yeah, I do. Is Windtreak new here? Yeah, she is. The headset's supposed to be here by 8. Yeah. Supposed to be. I was a monk of the Brethren of the Dusk Monastery. A signifier, mostly spent my time in books interpreting and also handling the treasury. Homulon was my name. I still remember after all these years. After the, whatever you want to call it, the rolling black cloud, the ruination, I sought out the other monks, but they weren't like me. They were mindless. Lost. I could not guide them. My brothers recognized me no more. I'd actually believe that. It gets muddled here. Time. I only recall fragments or decades. How did you come to be in this place? I don't want to think I was betrayed, but somehow Thresh found out what I was doing. I was guiding a lost traveler, and just as she was about to reach safety, a hook flew out of the darkness. I'll never forget the sound of it connecting, and the shock. I saw the look in her eyes when she pleaded with him. No, she said, I'm not ready yet. He followed her to find me, you see. It's my fault she was caught. It haunts me still. There are a lot of books here. That is Thresh's doing. He constructed this to resemble my old monastery office. It is but a pale facsimile, an unholy mockery of the place I used to call home. Sometimes when I read, he fills my thoughts with visions of unliving and abominations as torment, trying to break me by making me see all the people I couldn't save. He tailors his torture for the individual. I just think of my garden and spending time there, under the sun. He cannot take that away from me, so he cannot touch me. I see no chains. Why don't you leave this place? The door is warded against the unliving. In my weakened state, it would destroy me. They were monitor lizards. You found them. Wonderful. I always had faith you would find everything, champion. Let us begin. Homulon begins praying. Homulon, dear child, my heart weeps. What has happened to you? How can I be of service? Master, I have so much to tell you, but we have an urgent request. Anything, Homulon. There is an entity nearby trapped in a vessel. He calls himself Amon. We need to know his true name. I see. A moment. Yes, here. His true name is Amon Agaris. Amon Agaris. Amulon, be careful. He is quite dangerous. We shall be, master. Our time goes short. I cannot maintain the communion. Call upon me any time, dear child, when you have the strength. I pray we meet again under better conditions. Sand, what's your true name? Is it Steve? I must recover. I do not possess the vitality of my youth anymore. Monogoras. Alright, I have a feeling we got a fight coming up. So... I think now's the best time for me to tell Tiamat that she's shit. Tiamat, you're shit. Let's see. Is unpronounceable? That's an interesting name. Rude. That seems to be in real life too. Speak the entity's true name. Yeah. What? No. How did you? Don't you dare. Think before you speak your next words. Let us through the gate. Hold your amulet out in front of you. There, it is infused with my power. Are you satisfied with that command? Yes. It has been millennia. Never have I suffered such... Well, word spreads. No sense in remaining. Just fucking leaves. That's hilarious. There were some doors we couldn't open, so I'm gonna go back and open those now. Walking in sync, bombing me. Walking in sinks. See, I take Payment out for dinner, and this is the thanks I get. Bomb. Always knew she hated me. Yeah, and sinks. Yeah, you do. What is a bathtub if not a giant sink?
Bring him down. Knock him down. Let Brom show you.
Oh shit, he's still up. Oh, sure, she would have killed
This
him.
reminds me of a story.
60 XP for that fight. There, it's been so long, but we're finally able to get through this door. Necrit's Diary 2. The king's behavior has grown worse. There's growing unrest in the countryside. Conflict among the aristocrats. I do my best, but there are things only the presence of a king can settle. Yet he focuses all his energies on Queen Isolde, ignoring the rest of us. Unless we can claim to have heard a clue of some new healing magic, Diego eagerly accepts all news about relics that might restore his wife, and constantly launches new futile campaigns to retrieve them. Whenever those leads fizzle, though, his anger is frightening. He waffles between lethargic despair and incandescent rage. Each time his hopes are dashed, I'm worried he'll lash out with violence. Last night I caught a moment of him in the hallway, and though the things I had to tell him were about the state of the kingdom were rather shocking, I saw no spark of recognition in his eyes. It was as if I were speaking to a child, or to a wall. I could tell him that an army was massed at his doorstep, and I doubt he'd care at all. Oh, speaking of Diego and them, Windtree, can you message Nick and let him know that I am playing more of this? Okay, 40 points. I get it. Can't remember their faces. He took them from me. Took my memories. What is this? Freedom? I can leave? No. No, I belong here. There's nothing left for me out there. Close the cell, please. Thank you. It feels like home again. For your troubles. How did this... Oh, you know what? Whatever. Blade of the Blessed Isles. Enchanted necklace of the forest. Oh, that could be good. Okay, I think we got a coat for you. Yeah, Royal's coat. It's less attack now, but a lot more stamina. This is just straight up better. Increases attack by 346, but decreases all defense by 43. You take in garbage amounts of. Anyways, do that. Hey. I know he was liking this, so I just wanted to make sure that he was here. And I like to get his insight because he's played League, so he tells me stuff about the characters. Alright. Load. The artifact in the center of the room pulses with dark energy, like the wake of some terrible disaster. There's a feeling that some of your life force is being drained by the artifact. Approaching the crystal could be dangerous. There's no knowing when you'll be able to leave its grasp. The nightmare crystal seduces your senses, seizing control of your mind. It warps and distorts your thoughts, pulling you into its nightmare dreamscape. Once you submit, there's no turning back. But if you leave or fail, you will lose some health. Your mind spins and travels through walls of smoke and spirits until finally arriving in a place unfamiliar. Inside a mind that is not entirely your own, you are a prisoner. Outside your cell, you hear a guard mutter, "It's beginning." Then you feel an earthquake and hear a crash as the guard screams out. From your cell, you see the crushed guard. He's within reach. You grab the guard's foot and drag him into the cell with you. You notice a large keyring on his belt and a hood covering his face. Take the keyring. Find the right key and unlock your cell. The door swings open. You step forward into the hall. You note that other prisoners are locked in similar cells to your own, but the whole underground prison seems as if it's about to collapse at any minute. I suspect that your keyboard in that goes through mainly because when I'm speaking, because the mic's open at that point, but if I'm not saying anything, it probably won't pick it up. Three other prisoners. With the guards, as you try to open the cells of other prisoners, their tiled pale faces look pleadingly at you, but none of the keys seem to work. One grabs your hand and instinctively pull in a way of disgust, so the prisoner smiles at you as if that was his intended reaction. There's nothing but weary moans and the stench of rotting flesh here. Before you can think, the roof caves in. You receive fatal damage in the nightmare and are torn from the vision. Okay. Alright, take keyring. Escape to the surface floors. The surface level floor is wide and open, with large pillars at the edge of the room and intricate patterns carved into the archway. Up ahead, a bright light shines through an open gate. Suddenly, a figure passes in front of the gate and blocks the light, casting a shadow across the floor. You become aware of 1,000 anonymous eyes in the shadows of the archway.
I wanna fuck Magni.
The figure wears a dark cloak, but you see a blasting one holstered in his belt. He raised the blasting one towards the figure. If it is my destiny, so be it. Everything is happening all at once now, he says. He squeezed the base of the blasting one to disintegrate the figure. Nothing stands in the way of your freedom now. You're making a nightmare scenario completely. The nightmare crystal manifests a reward for you. Ritual pendant of power. Okay, so Heard you in the background saying you wanted to fuck Meg. Too good. Oh shit. I didn't realize I had that. You know, I did get 2 necklaces too. Well, that's just worse. They give me more HP, but otherwise it's worth it. It's not really worth it. Lose a little bit of stamina, I'd gain a ton of attack power. For him, it's just better. Idiot potato. Wait, why didn't idiot work? Oh, probably because you just did Magni. We should find something to make into a command for potato. Not the OKs. Ancient Pauldron. Same, but it has thorns on it, so the other one doesn't have a buff, so we'll go with that. Sure. That's basically what I assume Windbeard's old health looked like. You know what they say. It's all about the implication. Okay, let's go. Delightful agony. I relish the misery of my little menagerie. Their souls seethe inside, deranged fragments of their former selves, roiling within like boiling water. Face after face surfaces behind the glass, features twisted in expressions of agony, hate, and fear. I savor every one. No doubt they can see out of the glass and into the living world amidst the oppressive throng of their fellow prisoners. No doubt they long to touch it again, to free themselves, to break out and flee my control. Their torment is delicious, but I have never had one escape before. He knows she still belongs to me. I saw it in his eyes. Glorious fear and pain, and though she defies me, I know a part of her is still trapped within my lantern. She knows too, and I intend to take her back. Sane won the duel. It was a pretty boring duel.
Wait, these markings are like the ones I found in the Blessed Vault.
Your people made them?
Yes, the Visani, my ancestors. These artifacts belong to them. It's a strange feeling to see the traces they left behind. This is the closest I've ever been to them. It feels like the closest I've ever been to anyone.
That's not true. We're here.
You believed yourself the only one, yes?
Through countless centuries, though that seemed impossible. But what is that demon Thresh doing with their artifacts?
Have you found something?
No, I figured I'd keep it a
I am
surprise.
unsure.
What is it?
It's another sunstone. A vessel. This must be the one Gangplank brought here for Thresh. But this one seems dim, as if it's been drained. Yet still, I can hear something. Something from within. Voices and feelings. Memories that feel familiar. If these are my ancestors' memories, Why can't I see them clearly? They call to me, but they feel foreign. Is there something wrong with me?
If your people truly held secrets, it is no surprise that Thresh would be trying to steal them.
I'll never know what secrets the Sunstone held, but at least I can keep it with me. Perhaps it will be useful later.
Perhaps.
For now, though, there are more pressing matters.
An interesting discovery. Perhaps this will connect you to your ancestors. No one should be alone.
Is that a fuck up?
I hope that is true.
I like boneless wings. Makes them easier to eat.